This week, tech earnings hit hard, and so did the politics. While companies like Meta and Microsoft are throwing victory parties over another round of strong quarterly earnings, Apple and Amazon are waving red flags. Why? One word: tariffs. The Trump administration has rolled out a new set of tariffs that are hitting tech companies where it hurts, and the effects are already starting to show. Apple, for one, is projecting nearly $900 million in additional costs next quarter, all because of these import duties. That's not a rounding error, that's a major financial shift. And to get ahead of the storm, they've reportedly rushed $2 billion worth of iPhones into the US in advance, just to avoid some of the new charges. That's not a move you make lightly, that's a sign of real concern. But before we get deeper into how this could impact the future of tech pricing, manufacturing, and innovation, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon. Here at Coderversity, we break down the real stories behind the headlines in tech, AI, and software every week. Now let's dig into what's really going on with these tariffs, and why it matters more than you might think. First, a quick refresher. Tariffs are basically taxes on imports. The idea is to protect domestic manufacturing by making foreign goods more expensive. But in a globalized tech economy, that's like trying to play chess on a Jenga tower. It sounds strategic until everything starts falling apart. Apple's supply chain is deeply rooted in China and other parts of Asia. Components, assembly, logistics, it all relies on a tightly choreographed international dance. So when new tariffs go into effect, it's not just a policy shift, it's a cost bomb. A $900 million cost bomb in Apple's case. And it's not just about paying more, it's about timing, strategy, and customer expectations. Apple can't just eat that cost forever. At some point, prices have to go up or margins take a hit. Either way, somebody's paying for it. And that somebody is probably us. Now let's talk Amazon. Rumors broke this week that Amazon was planning to add tariff-related surcharges to product listings, basically showing shoppers how much more they're paying because of government policy. That story spread like wildfire, and within hours, Amazon pulled back. The plan was scrapped, quietly, no press release, no comment. Why? Well, let's think about it. If you start slapping this product costs more because of tariffs on thousands of listings, you're not just educating shoppers, you're making a political statement. That's a risky game for a company that's already under the microscope for labor, antitrust, and tax issues. Still, the fact that Amazon even considered doing it tells us something. They're feeling the pressure. Tariffs aren't just a talking point, they're shaping the way major platforms think about pricing and transparency. Meanwhile, on the other end of the spectrum, Meta and Microsoft are doing just fine. Why? Because their business models rely less on hardware and more on cloud, ads, and digital platforms. They're less exposed to global manufacturing disruptions. So while Apple and Amazon are ducking tariff bullets, Meta's over here raking in ad dollars, and Microsoft is printing money off Azure and enterprise subscriptions. But that creates a bigger question. Are we about to see a deeper divide between digital-first tech giants and hardware-reliant companies? Think about it. The more governments mess with international trade, the more expensive it becomes to build and ship physical products. That means companies built on physical logistics, like Apple and Amazon, get squeezed, while companies that just move bits and bytes keep scaling. It's not just a financial shift, it's a strategic one. And if you're in tech, it's something you need to understand. We're talking about companies having to rethink entire supply chains. Some are exploring nearshoring, bringing manufacturing closer to the US. Others are building redundancy into their supplier networks to avoid relying on any one region too heavily. Apple's already started moving some iPhone production to India. Amazon is investing more in automation to reduce labor reliance. These aren't temporary fixes, they're part of a long-term pivot. And the reason is simple: unpredictability. When a single policy change can cost your company almost $1 billion in a quarter, you don't just react, you redesign, you re-strategize, you diversify. So what does all this mean for us, the consumers, developers, and future founders? First, expect price volatility. Tariffs mean higher costs, and those costs eventually trickle down. If Apple raises prices, competitors may follow. And if Amazon quietly adds surcharges under the hood, you might start seeing prices creep up without realizing why. Second, innovation pressure. When margins shrink, companies cut back on moonshot ideas and R&D. That slows down progress, at least in the short term. Third, opportunity. If you're building something, understanding where the market is stressed can help you find gaps. Think supply chain tools, tariff tracking software, automated sourcing platforms. This is where pain creates demand. But most importantly, this is a reminder that tech doesn't live in a vacuum. It's tied to policy, geopolitics, and regulation, whether we like it or not. And that's why we cover stories like this on Coderversity. If this episode helped connect the dots, hit the like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on how tariffs might reshape the tech landscape. And if you haven't yet, now's the time to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a story that actually matters. We'll catch you in the next one.